I came across this article on the Economic Times where the dean of the Cambridge University in UK allowed a student to make a presentation using paintings to say that Christ is transgender because of the wound on Christ's side. Now, this kind of thinking is very wrong. First of all, it's not consistent with scripture. Secondly, for the professor to allow such a thing to go ahead without having a serious debate is wrong. If institutions such as a university is serious in pursuing truth, they should first of all pick up the scriptures to see what the scripture says about things like this. Now, God's intention is not man's intention. God's original idea is not man's original idea. Man can make up all kinds of things about every situation that we deal with in our society. They can come up with whatever they think it is. This case, because the wound on the side, the wound on the side of Christ was orchestrated by God. Scripturally, when we look at scripture, you see it was orchestrated by God. It was not orchestrated by mistake, right? It wasn't a genitalia. It wasn't a female genitalia. That was never in God's original plan. So the professor allowing this to happen, it's wrong. Now, Isaiah tells us that Christ was pierced for our iniquities. He was crushed for our transgression. The chastisement that brought us peace was upon Christ. By his stripes, we are healed. So that's reference number one about Christ being pierced on his side. Now, there are so many other references. Just a simple explanation. The reason why Christ was pierced when the soldiers got to the cross, they broke the bones of the rest of the prisoners on the cross. They broke their bones because they were not dead. But Christ's body was pierced because it was a prophecy that his bone would not be broken because Christ represents the sacrificial lamb. So this is biblical truth here, not the lie that the dean is allowing to be perpetrated in his college. Now, believers need to speak up when things like this happen, not because we don't know the truth or not because we walk in love, but the reason why we have to start to speak up when people make this kind of false claim about Christ is because of what happened in the days of Noah or Sodom and Gomorrah, where there was so much ungodliness in the society. Things like this leads there, whereby people don't have reverence anymore for spiritual things, or people don't have reverence anymore for godly things, because culture have trained them to act irreverently to the things of God. And it makes it even much more difficult to minister to them when they've been brought up in that kind of culture. So we need to start to talk about these things to people who are responsible for disseminating this information. This is not about cancel culture, but this is about telling people the truth. This is what the scripture says. The guy could have his own opinion, but his opinion is not the sounding belief of 100% or 99% of the people in the church. So if that's not the belief of 99% of the people in the church, why is the news media pushing such false information? So please share this video. We need to talk about things like this because we have kids, we have friends, we have families. Some of them, those lies will reach them before the truth reach them. And if they start to believe those lies, it will be difficult to get the truth to them. We're talking about culture here. And in culture, everyone has a role to play.